showtime.
OnlySlabs.
Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. It's another Slabber Day. That means it's time for OnlySlabs. We have to reach out and call up on the megaphone. Hey, Canada, can Chris come out and play?
Yeah. What?
Way to match the energy.
This is Randy Orton, man. What are you talking
I
about?
don't care. Way to match the
I'm gonna
energy.
give you
Read
an
the
RKO
room.
out of nowhere when
Let's
I
try
see
it. Let's
you.
try it. Let's try it again. Hey, Canada, can Chris come out and play? Well, I have a guess. His name is Rich. Rich, how are you doing?
Mahalo!
Hi, Rich.
How's it going? I'm trying to. I'm like, I
Killing
can't breathe
me.
over here.
Absolutely killing me here, kids. I tell you what.
Woo.
What a
wow.
wackadoodle time we're gonna have. I can tell you that. Rich is back. Let's throw up that because that needs to go up there. Let's make sure we take our banner and say to everybody, hey, by the way, if you're watching the replay, this is the part that you skip. Go ahead and look in the description, the top line. Once the show's done, we'll say skip the intro, allow you to bypass this part where we're going to say hello to the chat and we're going to get a bunch of super chats because why? Well, because all the channel membership and the super chats and everything raised on this channel, 100% of it goes to Comics Curing Cancer, an official campaign of the American Cancer Society. So thank you guys all so much for that. I can see the super chats rolling in. So Rich, we'll be back to you in just a moment.
All
And
right,
let's
Dad.
play Romper Room.
Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play?
Well, starting us off, the Adventurous Joe says, Happy Armed Services Day. Show your respect to any vet or those still serving by thanking them for service and salute. Well, Armed Service Day would actually be for the active duty. The veterans get Veterans Day and those who died get Memorial Day. So this would actually be, not that you shouldn't thank a vet anyways, but they'll be the first ones to point out to you that this is actually the day for the Armed Service Day is actually the day for the active duty personnel. Let's say hey to Marty Lechko dropping that $2 Canadian super chat. Cancer sucks. Let's get the donating happy or starting donating. You know, I was reading right. Let's get the donating happy Slabber Day. And absolutely, here you go, Marty. $25 Perez through the mail says Team Ohana coconuts. Robert Monroe, happy Slabber Day, Rob, Chris, and Rich. Looking forward to seeing your books today, Rich. Team Ohana is in the house. Jay knows the way. I spy with my little eye, a vet, a birdie, and a slab. And slabs I decry.
I know which one I
Dale
am.
suspense. Happy Slabber Day. Sometimes I just don't read them right. I have all the enthusiasm in the world, and for whatever reason, I just don't get it. I apologize. Oh my God, I made it to Slabber Day. It is true. Welcome, Adam. Thank you for coming by. It's almost time, says the vet. And Justin Birch says, hi, everybody.
Everyone.
I was going with my doctor, whatever.
I know where you're going. Dr. Nick.
Hello to all. Thank you, Timothy. I have comic issues. Hello, everyone. And hello to you. Bat Dan from the UK. Happy Slabber Day, folks. Brian Klotz. Let's slab and go. Indeed. Phil Aileen. Hi, all. We'll skip that one. Tito the Alien. He's stopping by to say there. El Green Machine. Howdy dowdy. Bo coming up soon as for his appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, happy Slabber Day, brothers. Thank you, Bo. Appreciate you swinging by. Nucking Futz 1 as opposed to Nucking Futz 2 because that guy's a jerk. But Nucking Futz 1 is right up our alley. Happy Slabberoonies. Canadians don't believe in wall art. Is that true?
This is a snowbank. I'm out actually outside, everybody.
Grab it in a snowstorm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, what the heck? I hit something. Oh, I accidentally hit the buttons to jump to the bottom. That's what happened.
All right.
Cat Fan Comics Man drops a $3 super. Happy Slabber Day, Slabalicious, Slabtastic, Only Slabs. Thank you so much, sir. This one's for you. Mad Spidey says, Aussie, 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 oi, 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 as he drops a Never Fear. Mad Spidey's here, $14.90 Australian dollar super chat. He says, I want the big one, Rob. So what the hell? This one's for you, Mad Spidey.
It's not what it looks like.
It's not.
What the heck was going on? I got muted. Mr. Comics 89 says SPC Comics 89 reporting for duty. Thank you so much. Dr. Huge Show, sup players? It's up to you. Brian 12ish finally catching alive. Woohoo! Well, we're happy to have you with us in the live. Your chance to win today's pulls out of the giveaway bin. The greatest giveaway bin on all of YouTube. Weekly giveaway bin. I may denote that, I suppose. Wayne Deacon, hello, you lovely people. Thank you so much. Lone Eagle swapping by. Howdy, y'all. Let's see. R Trail 27. Hi, everybody. Joshua Davis. Team Ohana. Let's see here. Derek Neiman. What's up, guys? What's up with you?
Derek.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah, Madam. So Madam is doing a little side project with Eddie, the comic guy, where they're auctioning off dueling poison ivy sketches tomorrow during Bleeker's church, with all proceeds going to comics curing cancer. We really appreciate you very much from Madam. Guys, make sure you check out church over on Bleeker's tomorrow for this event and get in there and bid yourself up some cool poison ivy original art. Thank you so much. Let's see, Ryan Riley. What's up, cool people? Team Ohana rules. Let's see, JSS Brooklyn drops at $9.99 super chat. Team Ohana, what a nice office. Let's get you. This one's for you, sir.
Free refills with that?
Space Case Collectibles. How's it? See, Dead Man Comic Cover Show drops £5 super chat. Says, just want to congratulate the Eagles. 119 years in the making. The UK people will know what I'm talking about. Maybe others. I'm going to assume it has something to do with football.
Sports.
Sports is a broader term. I was going to go with. I was going to go with football, but it could be.
There's a lot of popular sports there. Yeah.
It
could be cricket, rugby.
Yeah, I was going to say cricket. That was the other one that came to mind. But, anyways, I don't like comics. I love them.
Whoa! We got to play the little clip.
Shoot! All right, sorry, Dead Man. I apologize. You're lucky. You missed Bean. I'm sorry.
Bet she gives great helmet.
Kiss me.
No.
Lord Helmet Black! You need it on the bridge, sir. Knock on my door. Knock next time.
I don't like comics. I love them. We're here in North American continent, maybe here. Hey, from Canada, we are a great continent. It's true.
I actually met this gentleman just a couple weeks ago at Retro Rocket Comics. Nice.
Nice.
Guy. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, so I agree. We're better together.
Yeah.
At least Chris and I are. Well, have you watched our content without us being together? I mean,
Yeah.
all right. Jedi Batman, hello. Let's see who else we say hello to here. Dina, she says, hi, everyone. Happy to be here. Hashtag Team Ohana. Let's see here. Who else? Nerdy Geek. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Slabber Day. Let's see. Man, popping up that link. Garf Wong. Hi, everyone. And hello to you, sir. And let's see here. Bang. Look at this guy.
Oh.
Balls to cancer. Triple G, last week's host, and the man I was just talking about, having dropped his video about what's going into his giveaway box, or we talked about it backstage. I'm talking about like everybody knows what was going on, but we were talking about this backstage before we went live. Anyways, guys, if you didn't know, Triple G does his own giveaway bin, and he put out a video showing off some of the books that were going in. There's some pretty nice books going in that bin.
Mm-hmm.
It's still not the best weekly giveaway bin on YouTube, but you know,
Across the pond it is.
maybe the best one within the UK. Yeah, we could maybe say that. That's fair.
There's that American bravado again. All right, let's roll.
I'm not saying that. I'm not. What do you want? You want within the entire Commonwealth?
America.
It might be. It might be.
Okay, that's fair.
It might be the best giveaway box. He may have it in all the Commonwealth. Yeah, and
That's
the
fair.
sun doesn't
All right.
set on his giveaway box. I'm going to put that.
There
out.
you go. Well, right.
That beautiful bean footage.
Yes, smash that thumbs up button right now. Do it. We'll wait.
This is going to be a fun show. Richie's back for. Richie's a veteran of this show.
Thank you for taking the time to hit that thumbs up button while we were waiting. Let's see who else we got here. We got to say hello to real quick because we got to get onto the show. My goodness, dodgy porn. If you know, yeah, there you, yeah, okay, yeah. Let's see. And that's it. I'm at the bottom of the thing. I think I got everybody. So there we are. Brilliant. We can go ahead and turn off this banner and activate this one. Make sure you follow our guest today. His links are down below, but also if in case you don't know how to use links and just want to type things in manually the hard way, it's scrolling across the bottom of your screen right now. Team Ohana Family on Instagram and YouTube. Team Ohana. Make sure you check him out. Rich has decided that he wants to have the greatest great wall, and he has definitely got one hell of a wall behind him. But Rich, welcome to the show. Let me move you up here. Let's make you big. Let's take Chris and I and move us over here.
Don't
And
make me any
now
bigger.
Yeah.
story of our lives.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming back on. We appreciate you having you. Always bring on some great books. I'm going to go ahead and skip the comic book origin story because we've done it before, and we can just jump into books. Or if you want, if you want to give a brief recap, by all means, you're welcome to do that. Whatever you'd like to do.
If people really want to know more about my backstory, there are 4 other episodes that I've been on this show. They're more than welcome to go back and rewatch those videos.
Let's just start with it. You're one hell of a guy and a huge supporter of Comics Curing Cancer. We really appreciate you and all of your effort on that. Yes, and of course, yeah, well, he's a big supporter of the channel and the show and the cause. So I really appreciate that, Rich, and I look forward to seeing you again at Heroes Con.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm still trying to figure out what day based on whether or not Chris is able to go.
I am going to be attending Heroes this year.
Are you leaving Saturday again?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll be leaving Sunday.
All right, but you won't be at the show on Sunday.
Correct.
Okay, so I better get my butt there on Saturday because last time I got up there and you had I went on Sunday and I'm like, "Where's Chris? Oh, he flew home last night." No!
Yeah, Sunday morning I'm flying out.
Okay, no, then I'll be there Saturday. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank
Well,
you,
sure,
Rob.
Rich. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say thank you though for forming this wonderful charity that you have done. All right,
I
because it
didn't
gives.
form it.
Well, you know what I'm saying that you.
I
champion-
inherited it. That's all.
I mean, you champion it. You put a lot of work, your own time, and everything else into it. You know that. It gives all of us the opportunity to do something noble-ish. Instead of just collecting comics, we feel like we're doing something good.
When we're at the gates, we have something we can kind of say, well, yeah, but I also did this.
Yeah, I bought a comic from them.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna jump right into it. I got 20 books.
Woohoo.
I have it set into 2 stacks of 10, and the first and last, the bookends of each stack, are books that I have not shown on my channel yet. These are books I've gotten
How many
recently.
of these? Because we're used to this at this point. How many of these did you buy just for this show?
Shit.
We shouldn't ask that question. All right, let's just go.
Probably 4.
Oh,
Probably 4. Well, the first one is no, just kidding.
Oh.
I had this one sitting here because I know you're such a fan of It's Jeff. No, that's not the book. Show.
You know what? I just found out the other day by accident. I have the first cover appearance of that freaking character.
Is that the giveaway? But no.
No, because it would
should
break
be.
my run. Apparently,
Oh.
his first cover appearance came on the Superior Spider-Man. There was a War of the Realms crossover cover, and he's on his first cover appearance is on that cover. So,
One duck book.
ooh, nice.
We'll see. Yeah, JSS Brooklyn dropping facts that Superior Spider-Man 7. Mhm.
So one of the books, actually, I didn't even think I was going to get it in until next week. It showed up yesterday, so I'm just going to start right off with the Howard.
Oh,
The
Adam Hughes.
nice.
Howard Hughes did something different. Both of them were creators, but
also with women though.
one was a little more eccentric than the other.
This is the Wonder Woman 184. You see how well prepared I am for the show, right?
Hey, what, baby?
Just to respond to Nerdy Geek, reach out to Rob. We may have an opening a little bit later on this summer. So yeah, for those that are
Yeah,
watching,
we're booking for August now.
if you're interested in being on the show, just reach out to Rob.
Yeah, this is a book a long time ago that I wanted to get, and then I completely forgot all about it. It didn't see it anywhere, nothing. And it was in one of the forums, one of the comic book forums on Facebook, that somebody said, I'm still looking for this book. And I look and went, oh my God, I wanted to buy that like 10 years ago and I can't. And I got lucky with the price. That's the reason I was able to get it.
You know, I want to say, I think that probably of the major heroes, Wonder Woman's probably the most underrepresented on OnlySlabs.
Well, her older books are harder to get though, too.
Well,
Yeah.
just any of them. There's just like,
I would totally agree with that as someone that's been reading Wonder Woman consistently for over 10 years. Of the DC Trinity, you're absolutely correct.
oh, by far on the on the
But
Trinity,
even-
but even just
even
going to
with
the major
even with
characters
the-
in Marvel and stuff too.
Even compare the Justice League, we get way more Green Lantern than we do Diana. Let's be
I
honest.
was just thinking that same exact
Yep.
character too.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
The first half of the books that I have a lot of modern books. This one
We'll allow it.
well, this one I got as a raw because I just absolutely love the cover, and I sent it in for a pre-screen, and it came back a 9.8, which I did not mind. It's Mark
Ooh.
Spears.
Oh my.
Mark Spears Lobo from Action 1066. Yeah, this is a 1 in 25 variant.
Wow. Now, Richie, what's the release date on this book? I know that this is a fairly new book.
It is August of 2024. It's like
Yep.
2 months before Monsters came out. Mark Spears Monsters.
Just before the big explosion.
Yep. And I didn't
Well-
even know who Mark Spears was. I just saw the cover. I'm like, that's cool. I got to get that.
Yeah. So was this a new comic book day book pickup for you, and then you got it slabbed?
This was no, it wasn't a new. I don't buy ratios on New Comic Book Day because
Okay.
if I did, I'd wind up with 10,000 ratio books and a completely empty bank account. I wait a month or two, and if it has gone up, it's still fine because I haven't spent money on all the other ones that didn't go, and I limit myself to the ones that I really feel like I gotta have. I try to get myself out of the impulse buying and more into the ones I know I'm gonna like long term.
Gotcha.
Sound advice.
Yeah, I just rarely listen to it. But,
Yes, it is, Rob. Yes, it is.
the reason I said that didn't plan that very well.
Watch your back.
I've got, since I started that with Mark Spears, there are some other Mark Spears books, the Monsters ones that I did love. This is one of my favorites. I did get in a row and also sent in. It is the ASM 601 homage. It's Monsters, Mark Spears Monsters #2. And what I
Wow.
really love about this one is if you really want the version, all you got to do is just turn it around.
Yeah, the classic where you put the pin-up cover on the back and or we couldn't get anybody to advertise to be on the back, so let's just do this.
Yeah.
That's a great homage.
Well, this is the Ultimate Comics exclusive, so it was their,
Yep.
they should have put their own
Why did the banner turn
logo
off?
on the back. Oh, I don't know.
I just realized. I mean, so the StreamYard is wonky today. Let's recognize Papa Wheelie dropping a $5 super chat. It says, "Why does Rich sound like Izzy?" Maybe because you have Izzy on the brain. This doesn't sound like Izzy to me. But nonetheless, Papa, this one's for you.
You know, I'm very conflicted about how I'm supposed to feel watching this.
Oh my goodness, Gene, we can't talk about that because that's Monday's video. You member who's already watched the early release of the Monday mail haul with soft slabs. Yeah. Let's see.
Get into
Nick.
the super chats. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Don't insult Rich. Hey yo, welcome to Nikki Pancakes in the house. All right. Yeah.
The video that the super chat video that you have for American Pie. Just want to let you know, I never saw the movie, never wanted to see the movie, but since seeing these clips, I can no longer eat apple pie. Thank you very much.
Oh, no worries. If you watch the whole series, if you watch just the main series, don't watch any of the ancillary crap. You'll get to a point where you won't be able to eat chocolate truffles anymore either.
Oh boy.
I'm good. Maybe it might help with my diet. I should
Almost
watch
as bad, almost as bad as watching Van Wilder, where you'll never eat an eclair again.
Classic.
Okie dokie. If I really want to diet, I'll watch Human Centipede. Okay.
Oh, all right. Let's move on with this one.
All right. This one I didn't
Can't get
bother
enough
trying.
apple pie.
Yeah. I didn't bother trying to find a raw copy and send it in. I actually just did a pre-order, and thankfully I did because it did continue to go up. I did get the Mark Spears cover A monsters.
Nice.
It is a book on the cloud. I'm curious, what does this even go for these days? My God, Monsters 1.
While you're checking that out, yeah, JB is correct. Or Mallrats and chocolate covered pretzels.
Oh, chocolate covered pretzels. Yeah, that's always a good one.
Classic.
Well, with that, I'll still eat them, but I won't ever allow anyone to hand me one. How's that?
Like a Rooker with that slow bite too.
Oh my God.
You got Chef's chocolate salty balls too.
Why is this? Where is it? Oh, maybe it's. Do I have to call it Mark Spears Monsters?
Maybe.
Yeah. That's actually the name of it that they have right on the top of the slab.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's what it is. It's Mark Spears Monsters. All right. So Mark Spears Monster and cover A book in a 9. Holy shite.
Yeah.
Chris, how much do you think this book sells for in a 9.8 right now?
Oh, wow. All right, let's play
Last
good
sold
stuff.
5 days ago.
5 days ago. All right, I'm going to give the viewers a chance to drop a couple numbers in here. While we do that, Richie, what's actually the release date for this hot book?
September 2024, 1 month after that Lobo cover.
Right. So this
Wow.
this is where the comic world literally changed overnight with that book. I see Morgs is saying 300. Bonjour to Jean Malo, by the way. Jean Malo is saying 500. Marty's in at 375. Nerdy Geek is 850. I was thinking high too. Space Case, welcome to the show, 580. Terry's at 1,000.
I wish.
The
I really
Soldier is
wish.
at 15. I'll be honest, I was at the neighborhood of just 800 US.
So you can get this
And,
book. There
Balboa-
are multiple sales within the last
Yep.
couple weeks. $349.99 with this go. Now, if you want a 9.9,
Yep.
$1,500.
Wow. There's no recording of a 10, is there, Rob?
Not this
With
listener.
the
There's
9.9 showing up.
four
Yep.
4.99s that sold, and then there's a bunch of 9.8s, and the 9.8s are typically between 300 to 350, with most of the recent sales at 350. I had no idea. I mean, I knew it was a hot book, but I would have thought like, oh, okay, so it's selling for what, $150, $200 in a 9.8. But even the raw sales are showing near mint raw sales of $200 is what's the trending price is on that.
Wow.
That's actually what I got the 9.8 for when I pre-ordered, as it was starting to go up. So I was very happy.
Wow. I'm blown away. Holy cow.
Good for you, man.
Well, even better than that one, in my opinion, is the cover E, the Bridezilla.
Oh, now that's a great cover.
Yeah.
So, funny story about this one is I had bought 3 raw copies when I first saw the cover. I loved it. It cost me $75 for 3, so $25 each. I did the show last October in Cartersville, and I put them out as a show special. At the time, they were going for $75 each. I put them out as a show special, $35 each. Nobody bought one. So I said, okay. I sent all 3 to CGC. I got 2 9.8s and a 9.6.
Okay.
And the 9.6 is in the pile going to Comics Cure and Cancer, just so you know.
Ooh, thank you.
Nice.
I mean, I didn't get on this train, but I mean, I just had no idea. I mean, I knew they were popular. I just had no idea that they were selling for that much. So Mr. Comics 89, I'm sorry if my outcry was misleading you to think of 4 figures. I was just surprised to see it like more than double what I was thinking in my head for a book that's just recently released. But wow.
Yeah.
I think they did put out the print run of everything, including the cover A, and I think the cover A was like $2,500, and some of the others were
okay.
1,000 or 20. And this is the same cover as they used under Kickstarter. So
Right.
Got it. What was the turnaround time for CGC?
These I actually paid for pressing and cleaning as well.
So it's close to 2 months.
I sent them in December. I got them back in April. It was 4 months.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, so we're done with the Mark Spears though, but we do still want to keep the fun with the monsters though, because let's do OG.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Wow.
Great Scott.
That is awesome.
Oh, the OG monsters.
Yes. All right, let's do it. Richie, what's on the right side of the blue label there, my man?
We have Fred Gwynn, Yvonne DiCarlo photo cover, Fred Gwynn photo back cover, and based on the CBS television series. This is Munsters #1 from Gold Key, January 1965.
Awesome.
Proper job.
Great.
This is one of those eBay late night search, just going through like, oh, wow, that's interesting. And I know I won't get in trouble for getting it,
Everybody's chiming in. I love the Munsters, hearing the theme song in their head. Absolutely. Oh, God. Yeah. There's been several different reimaginings and stuff, and none of them have been anywhere near where it belongs. Even like and I don't know, the Rob Zombie one that was recently too is like just so mid.
It's so hard to recreate something that was really lightning in the bottle in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve Martin is an excellent actor, but he couldn't do Inspector Clouseau. And I really am worried about this new Naked Gun with Liam Neeson because,
I am, but at least they're doing it from a standpoint of, it's different. It's the son, like the next generation type thing. But at the same time, I do feel that perhaps that type of movie genre is behind us.
It's run its course.
The levels of sensitivities and such are such that makes it more difficult to do some of the jokes in those movies. But anyways, very cool. The Rob Zombie movie was a dumpster fire. Yeah, absolutely. In the same vein as Camp of 1960s Batman. Yeah, true. You couldn't try to remake that 1960s Batman. I mean, hell, they thought it was garbage back then, and most people did it because the people didn't see the 1960s Batman TV show as it wasn't the Batman they were reading in the comics necessarily, and so it was panned and maligned then. But through reruns and stuff, it became something that a bunch of kids grew up that didn't have exposure to Batman in the comics necessarily. That was their first exposure. It became something that grew later on through reruns. So yeah, much like Star Trek.
Star Trek is the second most rerun TV show, and is the rights to it was produced by the #1, which is Lucille Ball.
Yep, Izzy Lou.
So this one is I showed this on my channel, but I haven't shown it here on OnlySlabs. I know this is something that Rob is gonna for, but I had to bring my Invaders number.
This is my best ever.
That's Schomburg cover.
Do you have my address to send that to me?
9-8. Wow. Now, everyone that's watching, I normally don't do this, but let's play Guess That Price for this book.
I don't think it's that high, but
right.
I mean, it is, but it isn't, as I recall. But it's not what you would think. It's not what you would think it should be.
Right. So as Rob's getting that ready, Rich, I'm going to ask you to read who the cover artist is, so everyone knows, and then we'll talk about it just for a moment.
Roy Thomas story, Alex Schomburg cover. And Schomburg and Lee Elias did the art interiors as well.
So yeah, for those that don't know, the iconic Alex Schomburg, this is his final artwork before his passing. Rob's
final comic book cover.
Okay. Comic cover before he passed away. And Rob talks about this is a very affordable key for those that love Schomburg covers, because obviously he's famous for his Golden Age and Silver Age stuff. So I see everyone's chiming in already. Jay Noldaway is $700 for that 9.8. Mr. Comics 89's in at $5. Morgs is in at $150. Matt's in at $1,800. Space Case Collectibles $380. Jean Malot is $125. Nerdy Geek is $1301. This is not the Price is Right.
I was thinking that.
And JSS Brooklyn, I appreciate you dropping my link. Nucking Futz is in at $400. Adil's $450. I was thinking $250.
If you want to get a 9.6, $250 will get you there.
Okay.
But This is one of those weird books where the 9.8 is not a 4x. It's
Oh.
only it's barely a 2x. So this book runs you anywhere between right now. It's not, there's not a ton of them, I'm thinking, so it kind of fluctuates some, but because it does gamut, it looks like in a 2-month period, the prices ranged from anywhere as a low of $281 to a high of $475. So you can expect, I think the median price point of right around $400 is what you'd expect the value to be, that book be, but you might get it for $350 if you're somewhere in that range is about what you would expect. So it's a completely achievable book. I don't see 9/8 of this book very often. Rich has got one, and I'm jealous for certain. I've got multiple copies of this book, but I think my highest graded copy is only a 9.0 or something like that. But this is a great book. Absolutely. It's a book that everybody who loves comic art and loves these characters, I think that they should pick up, because Schomburg is such a great artist. Their books are readily available. An 8.5 to a 9.2 book raw is going to run you typically anywhere from $20 to $30. So, I mean, pick one up.
I want to actually get myself a raw of this so I can leaf through and see the Schomburg art on the interior as well.
Oh yeah, no, I've had both of mine were raw before I saw them. Now I understand. Didn't you? I remember you have a 9.6 as well that you're sending off to C3 this year. Is that right?
I have a different book that I'm going to send to C3 instead. I'm going to take.
I remember hearing him say something about this book, and I had it like marked in my head.
Excuse me, since I was planning on giving you one of those what do you call it, Forbidden Planets, but you went and bought your own. I made a decision that I'm just sending you the 9.6.
Well,
go ahead, interrupt me again now, huh?
I'll make sure I'll make a nice donation to C3 for that.
I've got a nice book. I've got another book that I'm going to replace instead, that I have 2 copies of. Yeah.
Nice.
You guys.
No. Let's go with your show. I think it says.
This is going to take the place of its.
Nice.
Oh,
that's a nice book. Very hot pop book. I didn't mean to get into let's talk about C3. Let's talk about your book and your show. Sorry.
No,
I was
okay.
I was segueing now. Rob said multiple copies. Wonder if one of them's inside the giveaway bin. We've given away a copy, but there's not a copy of the King side, but there is a copy of Invaders 1 in there somewhere. All right. Back to you, Rich. Let's talk about you.
3 books left before the midway point. I grabbed this at the last second, right before you guys got into the room. I almost forgot this, that I did pick this up at the end of last year, and I was very, very happy about it. It's the first appearance of Phoenix.
Nice. Chris's favorite book.
Love that cover. Again, as a supervisor, and that's someone that's been in leadership for a while, Cyclops is doing the correct thing as the leader of the X-Men. He's drinking all that water so they don't drown. This is what you do as a leader. This is what you do as a leader, everyone. It's true. Selfless act.
I understood last show I showed that I had gotten an X-Men 94. I've already resigned myself that I'll never own an X-Men number 1 anymore. But the other 2 keys that I wanted to get were this, and of course the other, GSX 1. But at least I was able to get my first appearance of Phoenix and knock that one off the list.
Well, the GSX 1 is the true X-Men 1. Just saying.
Well, it's not the first appearance of the true leader. You said it yourself.
Right. He's drinking New York water. not the East River.
At least it's not from Flint, Michigan.
Oh.
Okay, so I got 2 more, and now we're going to Golden Age. This one, I just saw it, and I saw the grade. I'm like, you don't get books of this grade from this time period, and I love the cover, even though I don't know the artist or anything. I saw the book. I'm like, I want it. It's Jumbo Comics number 97 and an 8-0.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Let's get that one. Hold on. Let me get yeah.
Hello, nurse.
It
That
kind of
one
looked
fits,
like
yeah.
that girl too. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Robert Webb.
Mhm.
He's
Okay.
the one that did the art on it. Yeah, I mean, you guys are more
Well,
knowledgeable about artists than I ever will be.
I don't
so.
know. I don't know that artist, but but Sheena obviously was a run there, not only in her own title, but Jumbo Comics. She was in throughout there quite a bit. And
Yeah.
Did I put-
What's the year on that book, Rich?
March of 1947.
Oh my goodness.
I used to have one of those on my
That book
wall.
is
I
older
think.
than my dad.
And as you can see, they were also fighting ugly blackheads in 1947, selling lancing tools through the mail.
Skincare was important even then.
Yeah, nice to know your kids could just read a comic book and buy something to impale themselves with.
It's a Bub's cover.
Very true.
Okay,
She's
so
wearing my bread. She's wearing my bedspread.
Catch that.
this one is one of the books that I was like, oh man, I gotta buy this one so I can show it on OnlySlabs. I got it because I wanted it. Okay, don't ever think that I buy books that I don't want, but I do buy them with the intention of showing them. This is from 1946. It is Thrilling Comics number 56.
Oh, nice Schomburg.
And it's also the first appearance of Princess Panther.
Okay.
And I wish she was on the cover on that.
Right. Yeah. No. Obviously. Yeah. It'd be nice. But I remember looking at this a copy of this book. It's funny. It's like Schomburg has like two different things. He either has covers where there's like trillions of things going on, or this like one guy punching out somebody else. There's like a ton of these books where it's almost like he's just changing the skin on the art, where he's got throwing a right cross or something and knocking somebody out. But it's always interesting, the dynamics, and I see this on comic book art all the time, and it always drives me crazy. I don't know how you throw a punch like that and the person falls into the punch.
Yeah. Especially a left like that.
Yeah. Well, there's left. You throw a left cross here, or whatever, and they fall to the left. Yeah. It doesn't physics,
Back
but
and to the left.
So what you're saying is that these comic artists need to spend a little bit more time at the boxing arena to just see how it's done.
No, I understand it's illustrated a certain way, but it's funny. It's like, and this is not just a golden age thing. It's not a knock on Schomburg. I just recently got a different book, an artist, actually a commission that an artist did for me, where he's punching, where there was two guys fighting, and the same thing is, in order to get it to show up, both of them, they show both faces on the cover, but the physics of the punch doesn't work, where the person falls into the punch. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, be sure to punch that like button, folks.
I mean, I haven't seen videos, but I'm pretty sure when I hit Mrs. Ohana, she looks like this.
What? Wait a second. When you what?
When I hit Mrs. Ohana, I'm pretty sure she looks like this.
Just for sakes of everyone listening here, OnlySlabs would like to disavow any knowledge of that statement. We do not endorse the hitting of women or our spouses in any way whatsoever.
I have never laid a finger on
You,
her.
if your spouse is hitting you, please call 911. No, Chris is even disconnected. That's it. He's gone. He can't be associated with that.
Wow.
Bad joke. No. I don't know if he had a physical breakdown or whatever, but yeah, the physics of comics have always been an awkward relationship. Yeah. Well, I like to call it comic book physics. It's completely different. So there we go. I think Comic Vet's trying to come back. While he does that, yeah.
I sincerely apologize.
Cool.
That was a bad joke, and I won't do that again.
Now we got to do
giveaway time.
Yeah. There we go. Let me go. Oops, actually, here we go. share my screen. Let me get that selected. We'll not go to that. Okay, before I share that, let's really quickly, let me go ahead and go thank everybody. We're going to do our giveaway. We're going to do the hashtag in a second. While I'm running this, hit the like button, please. Thank you so much to all the henchmen who are channel members at that entry level there, supporting Comics Curing Cancer every single month. It's greatly, greatly appreciated to each and every one of you. If you have been a henchman for a while and you've been a winner and you're waiting on your t-shirt, by the way, the last couple of months, people are waiting on your shirts. I apologize. The merch store is running really slow on production, but I've been told they're looking into what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, our hashtag, no hitting. Get us a hashtag no hitting. Rich is like, oh man. Sometimes the best thing we can do with a bad joke is turn into it. So hashtag no hitting. What's that?
Turn a bad joke into a giveaway.
That's right. There we go.
Well, all right, let's do this.
While we're letting everybody enter in their hashtag there so we can give us the books. Rich, what's coming up over on the Team Ohana YouTube channel?
Well, a little bit of creative limbo lately. I'm still running the New Comic Book Day live streams on Wednesday at 8 p.m., which we also give away books every single week. Nothing in comparison to yours, of course. And on Mondays, I'm still breaking down the cover price top 20 hot list, trying to pick a boom and a bust each week, very much the same way that JP's Budget Collecting does his list. He does the Comic Tom and CBSI. I saw another list that wasn't being analyzed, so I just decided to take a look at it. Other than that, not much has been going on.
All right. Well, but that's a way to sell the channel. But go check out Rich. You never know. Every once in a while, I drive by and just as he has to update his membership list, I drop more free memberships on his channel, so he has to update his list again, just to keep him busy. Chris, how about yourself? What's coming over on the Chris the Comic Vet channel?
That can be the struggle, especially after you finish making it a fresh roll. Just a couple days ago, I opened up the blind bag for one of the hottest things going on in the comic world right now, and that is the Battle Beast from the Invincible Universe via Skybound and Image. If you're curious to see how I did, check out that video. Coming Monday, I'll have the video for Whatever Happened to Comic Packs at Ollie's. And this coming Wednesday will be Show Us What You Got, the New Comic Book Day hangout, where it's an open invitation to anyone and everyone to come on and show what books they just picked up from New Comic Book Day or books that are brand new to their PC. Thank you, Rob.
Phenomenal. Well, everybody, we're sitting at 100%. 101% participation. I like that. Let's go ahead and pull it, ladies and gentlemen. Wheel of Fish. Our winner of the first set of pulls from the giveaway bin is, boom, Joffrey Castro. Congratulations. Let's remove that out of there. I'll move myself here. I'll make it so big. We'll grab the box. Oops, I got to turn it around. Front. All right.
Watch your back. Watch your back.
All right. Try to make it so like you can sort of see. Rich, you're going to be pulling the books for Joffrey. So 1 from 10 from the back front, 1 through 10 from the back, or we just do some back to front action. We're pulling 6 books.
Okay, we're going to go 5 from the front and then split 2 books there.
Okay, so am I taking 5 and 6 or 4 and 5?
5 and 6.
Okay.
Same exact thing. Same thing from the back. 5th and 6th from the back.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. There we go.
Let It Ride going back and forth.
You can't really see much on here because of the pop up on the screen, but
Stop. Okay,
These
and
two?
those two. Okay.
All right. Good luck, Joffrey.
all right, let's see what we got here. Mm-hmm. 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 Cool beanies. All right, I'm not even sure where to start on here, so let's just go. First up, we have the Ultimate Comics, all new Spider-Man, I should say. So this is that first full series featuring Miles Morales, issue number 8. Bendis and Pichelli.
Solid giveaway.
We have Marvel Saga, issue number 1. The official history of the Marvel Universe, issue number 1, in a beautiful wraparound cover.
Nice.
Yes, I'll even send you with the clear backer board. Bam.
Oh, that's cool. They got the two gun kid on the back there too. Nice.
The 1-in-25 incentive ratio variant for Ultimate Spider-Man, issue number 6.
Nice cover.
Great. Now that's a great giveaway.
We have the first appearance of Superboy Prime.
Ooh. Way back when Crisis was in its infancy. Infancy Crisis.
We've got a copy of Batman 442, the first time Tim Drake wears the Robin costume before he officially gets Batman's blessing to be Robin.
Very cool.
But he saves Batman's candy ass. And the last book in this run, in this set of pulls here, we've got The Invaders, issue number 8, the first appearance of Union Jack, or first cover appearance, I should say, of Union Jack. And Union Jack joins the Invaders.
I don't really know how to feel about that one.
I think it's timely. It's very timely, given that we were just talking about the Invaders.
Yeah.
Proper job.
Yeah.
Good call, Rich. Why was Batman's ass candied? Because the Joker poured some sugar on it. I don't know.
Now I got Def Leppard in my head.
I understood that. Yeah, I understood that reference.
Yeah, that's your free comic day reference.
Yeah,
There.
that's,
Yeah,
it's a very Joe Elliott of you. Okay.
there you go. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead now. And yeah, Invaders, absolutely. Woohoo. Let's oh, look at you. Are you gonna move us over there too, or no?
Yeah, all right.
There you go. Good job. As long as you're driving the bus, let's drive it on the right side of the road. Rich, welcome back. Second half, second verse, same as the first, a whole lot louder but not worse.
Yeah, that's not second verse, not the same as the first. Okay.
Oh, well, there you go. Oh, look at this is for Ohana. We like our beer. We like our violence. Oh, no. Rich, I'm sorry, man. Granted, sometimes you make a bad joke, and it just definitely landed wrong, didn't it? Yeesh.
I'd like to. Yeah. Well, I mean, this is nice. My final appearance here on OnlySlabs.
He's like, oh, can I call him Mulligan?
Yeah.
That's the first time I ever asked for anything I really wanted.
Thank you for the super chat supporting Comics Carecaster. All right, Rich. let's move on and get you some reprieve here.
Yeah. Okay. So again, another book that I haven't shown on my channel. Let's just get everybody's attention off of what happened in the first half and just go with Avengers number 1.
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
Holy cow!
Hold on.
Yeah! Yeah!
Look at you, big boy. And who signed this thing?
This is signed by Dick Ayers.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And he passed away in 2004. It's an authenticated signature. And he passed away in 2004. He is Jack Kirby and Dick Ayers did the cover and art.
Boom.
Whew.
All right.
Yeah, and it's right there underneath the bubble there.
Yeah.
That's great.
Nicely placed, Dick.
Yeah, you don't often see his signature. Very good. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Avengers number 1. So, Rich, what's special about this book?
To me or in the book itself?
I don't know. Why would anybody want this book?
Well, it is the first appearance of the Avengers.
Oh.
The whole MCU is based on it.
Oh, so yeah. So you're saying is it's got some legs.
Yes, it actually had the price is down from where it was, but hopefully we'll go back up again once the Avengers movies start coming back out again, and hopefully are as good as the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Avengers with a Z.
Avengers.
Avengers.
So what's the what is so why is this one is this a 0.5 because it's missing something?
Yes,
or
it's missing pages 9 and 12.
Oh,
but great looking cover.
Yeah, and it was mainly the signature that I went after because you just don't see his signature.
Yeah. So is that a key?
And I mean, I looked it up, but he did pass in 2004, but he passed from Parkinson's, so he probably wasn't signing in 2004 either.
Avengers, you say? First time hearing of them.
The Avengers.
I thought they were
those pages sucked anyways.
Well, it doesn't say it affects stories, so maybe they were just ads. I don't know.
Yeah. Early Mile High Comics ads. Yeah.
Very early.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a one hell of a way to kick us off here. Banger alert.
Like I said, no modern books in the second half. This one is not a key whatsoever, but just getting the EC books in high grade to get a Weird Fantasy number 11 in an 8.5 white page.
Look, fuck you. You
Great.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
with this rocket ship stuff, man. What the hell?
Awesome. That's awesome. Richie, what's the release date on that book?
January-February, because it was a by month, 1952.
Oh, 52. Okay.
8.5 from 1952. That is awesome. And it's awesome. It's awesome it actually survived, the book burning.
Yeah.
Because EC was a little notorious, shall we say.
I mean, it is a Feldstein cover. It's got his name nicely down there.
Nice.
Yeah, I love a lot of EC books, but to try to find them in high grade, and B, not get into some kind of a crazy bidding war on them. Sometimes you just got to back out and like, it's yours.
A lot of times, yeah. Thoughts from our head. No. I look at a lot of those Mad Spidey or not as much recently, but for a while I was looking at those quite often, and it was always the prices for them always just was like a little more than I wanted to spend for random books necessarily. For given the conditions. Especially in raw, it amazed me sometimes, like how beat up raw copies. They want like $300 to $500 for a book that's probably going to grade out like a 3.5 or something. I'm like, oh. So instead, that's when I decided to get on my Flash Gordon 4-color kick and went after all those. But
don't get me wrong, I'm never going to be able to put the run together on these things. But
no, it's great covers, man. Yeah, look at them and cry and move on. Yeah. How much is that?
Yeah, those are moving targets, right? Like Richie,
Yeah.
if you don't mind sharing, what was the neighborhood that you were in for that?
I actually only paid $5.50.
Okay, good for you.
Nice. That's actually a
and-
really good price. So.
And every book that I'm showing is since the last show, which was last September. So within the last year.
Okay.
Nice.
And
Very
yeah,
good.
same thing. I see you see 3.5s, 4.0s selling for 300. I'm like, no, but an 8.5 white page.
Yeah. No, that's a
Awesome.
good call.
This one actually I
Love
got
it.
as a anniversary present. I get my anniversary just passed on Wednesday,
Oh,
and
congratulations.
Yes.
I actually got her. It's funny. I got her a necklace and I got her a comic book, and she said, "Can we return the necklace?" But she is glad about the comic book, which is also from 1952. It is 4-color, number 442, first appearance of Peter Pan in a 9.0.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So this actually predates the movie by 2 months. It's also 1952, so it segued with the weird fantasy, oddly.
Wow. I don't think we've had a Peter Pan book on the show before. Now we've had lots of Disney books, and like they always come across as just beautiful. But man, I don't think we've had Peter Pan before.
No, we haven't.
And predate the original movie. That's great. Shout out to the Marine.
Well, that's the way that Disney did a lot of their advertising. They didn't have like trailers and when the movies are coming out, they'd put it into a comic book, Mickey Mouse magazine, Mickey Mouse, Walt Disney Comics and Stories, a couple months beforehand. And people are like, oh, hey, this is coming soon to a theater near you. You know.
Did you just buy that book? Because I think I seen it sell on eBay.
Yep.
There you go.
I bought the necklace because I didn't think this was going to arrive in time. It just sold on eBay. Yes, I was the person that bought it, and it arrived the day of. It arrived on Wednesday, on my anniversary. So thankfully, I had 2 presents to give her. So, and she liked this one. So
that's impressive. Great job, sir. How many years married? Papa Willie wants to know.
14.
Congratulations.
And we're still having fun. Matter of fact, we're going tomorrow to the firing range. Hopefully, if the weather holds, with a few other people.
That's very American.
Nice.
Yeah, we just did the cruise I was just on was for ours. We just celebrated 28.
Oh, cool!
Congratulations, Rob.
Yeah, I don't know any better. When you start dating her at 16, it's like you don't know any different. It's like it's Stockholm syndrome at this point. So no, just
you guys
love you, Mary.
In trouble here today. I'm just going to point that out.
No.
Okay? Yep. You guys are getting in trouble.
Back to you.
Oh, Rob, watch the jokes. I didn't do too well. So okay. Staying with Disney for one more book. From 1940, the Mickey Mouse Magazine, Volume 5, number 10. This is the 4th of July Independence Day issue.
Wow. Well, Justin Birch asked for the duck earlier. Here's the duck now.
When he said that, I'm like, I hope he just isn't hoping for Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
No. Yep.
And what I was talking about with the way that they advertise movies, on the back cover is their new film coming out, Pinocchio.
Right. Yep. I think it did okay. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Sorry. This chat. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Keep it up. My goodness gracious. Oh gosh, the banner. What the heck? Guys, let me throw this up again. Our guest. The links are of course down below, but in case you hate links, scrolling across the screen there, make sure you're following Team Ohana Comics or Team Ohana on YouTube or Team Ohana Family. Why did I say comics? I just want to throw comics on the end of everything. No Howard the Duck?
Not yet.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure after today's show, I'm going to drop some subscribers. Anyway, so Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about the range when I saw this next. When I had, this book is next. I did not. I really wanted to get this one on your auction for Comics Cure and Cancer, but it went higher than I was able to get at that time. So I had to settle to get a 2.5.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Freeze frame. Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah.
Take it away, Chris.
Yeah, like again, the love that the Jackal gets on this show is indescribable.
He's
By
great.
far, the number one shown book on OnlySlabs is right here. The first appearance of the Jackal, ASM 129. You can write that down. If you happen to have a spare copy, someone, I would love to have a copy of the first appearance of the Jackal as well. Oh yeah, and some other guy there looking down a scope.
Does it remember? I think Kevin told us his name was like Skullboy or something.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Skullboy with the white boots. Mhm.
It's puny, sure.
Yeah,
He's a little guy. He's puny, sure.
Puny,
Yeah.
sure.
and he works over at that Italian pizzeria there, Domino's. Mhm.
And it's a Jerry Conway authenticated autograph.
There you go. Gene says I got a facsimile. Very good.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Well,
Who's it signed by? Is they ask it, or somebody was asking? Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Robert Monroe asked, "Who's it signed by?"
It says to Danielle, so he was inscribing it to somebody, but it's still a signature. I actually got this as a 3-part lot on eBay. Also had the first appearance of Morbius and one of the 3 drug stories as well. But this was the money book in the lot, obviously.
Yeah. Nice. That's a great book, man. Congratulations.
I always wanted the Jackal, man.
Well, it is all about the Jackal. I mean,
yeah, he's made a name for himself in the history of Spider-Man.
So I still got to get issue number 51 so I can get a 5-book run because now I have the first appearance of Black Panther.
Oh, man.
It's a great.
Slow down.
All right. Now,
It's a good time to buy this book because it's down in price.
yeah, for those that check out my channel, this is on my comic collecting goals for 2025. This is the book I'm going to be hunting at Heroes Con when I get to Charlotte this year. So for those of you that are going to be in Charlotte as well, if you see this in the grade similar to what Richie's showing here or lower, and then you see my bald white face, say, hey, Chris, over there is the first T'Challa at this much money. And yeah, I will be happily hunting the first Black Panther. Good for you, Richie. How did you get this particular copy?
Just another eBay.
Yep.
I try to watch the auctions that are in my price range, and I put extra emphasis on books that have white pages.
Yeah, terrific.
Nice. So, Chris, have you been eyeballing what this is going to run you in around this grade?
I sure have. I sure have.
So,
Now,
what in U.S. dollar, or you can give us in Canadian, whatever you want. I don't care. We can convert here. What do you think? What are you thinking you're going to need to spend to get yourself a book in a 4.5?
In a 4.5, it's going to be a little bit more pricier than what I was looking for when it comes to US. I know it's above 500 US. I've been looking at a couple of Canadian sellers that are around 2 and a 2.0, and they want in the neighborhood of 4 to 400, or probably 4 to 450 Canadian. So I'm thinking that 4.5 is around 650 US.
No, it's way down from that, sir.
Okay.
The 4.5 recent sales, we're talking 400 was the last one, but there was a 490, a 447, a 336, a 489, 495. So you're talking anywhere between somewhere in the $400 range. 400 to 450 is probably about what you're getting.
To answer my heterosexual life partner's request here, that is
3 million.
45 million Venezuelan peso. And shout out to Big E that's joined us as well. But yeah,
Yeah, this is one of those books where actually I tell you, looking at the recent sales, this is where it is important to look at the nexus of value, because a 3.0 is selling for up to about $400, whereas the 4.5 is selling down for, is for only, $50 more. You're talking about being able to get a 4.5. And when you go to a 5.0, it jumps a full another $100 or something. So, yeah. No, that's a great book. Congratulations, Rich. You making Chris jealous.
Mhm.
He's been eyeballing that book for quite some time. So I'm happy to help him try to find one at Heroes. We know there'll be plenty. It's just whether or not we can find one that hits the budget.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned a couple other prices. That one was the $4.90, and it was white pages.
Nice.
So
Good
that's
for
why I'm like,
you.
if that's when you do see those, grab it, and they're out there, man. So I believe you'll get yours.
Yeah, as a big Black Panther fan, it'll be done this year.
So when I did the Cartersville show in October, it was not a very packed show. So not much going on as far as the sales and that. I'm probably not going to be doing a show again for a while, but I did make enough that I was able to go to another dealer because he had a book on his wall that I wanted all my life. It's one of my 2 favorite covers of all time. Just me, I liked it. It is a John Romita cover. It is Spider-Man number 62.
Yeah, I love this cover. Proper job to you, sir. This one and the Man Mountain Marco cover.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about them, the simplicity of the background just being all white like this, and the character. They're great covers.
And he had it as a 9.0, and he had it at a very, very reasonable price. I assured him that I wasn't selling it. This is for my PC. So, and he, he actually knocked off another, I think, $25 for me, which really did make me happy. This is, like I said, one of my 2 favorite covers of all time. And
all time. That's
just for me, just what it hits with me. Since I went and I got my second favorite cover, I finally said, you know what? I've been wanting this cover forever, and I wanted a respectable grade. So let me buy my favorite cover of all time, and that was X-Men number 50.
Oh,
Polaris action, nice.
Yeah. And
Steranko.
first new trade dress, gorgeous cover. Steranko flashback. Yeah, that's and again, this is a book that's actually becoming very popular to show on OnlySlabs. So yeah, Richard, good for you. Would you mind reading us what's on the right side of the blue label?
Sure thing. We have second appearance of Polaris. She appeared on in 49, but only on the cover here. Mesmero appearance and the origin of the Beast in the new X-Men logo.
Yeah. Awesome.
Second appearance.
Yeah.
I don't know. Best second appearance cover.
Don't you say anything about a Canadian right now. Don't go there. Just let's admire the Steranko book that was right there. Let's just admire that Steranko.
All right.
Okay.
Everybody knows where I was going now. Thanks.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Go ahead, Rich.
This one has been on my radar for a while, and thankfully there were some rumors for the MCU, then they kind of got squashed. So the book really took it went down quite a bit, and it's on its way back up again. But I got it during the down, which is what I wanted. Fantastic Four Annual number 6.
Nice.
It's the first appearance of Annihilus, and it's the birth of Franklin Richards. There were a lot of Annihilus rumors. The book really took off, and then once those Annihilus rumors kind of got squashed, the book went right back down again. I'm like, but they still got the birth of Franklin Richards. That's going to be something.
Yeah,
maybe, but it is. I mean, it should be, but
yeah, for mutant fans, like he's Omega level, so this is an important book. Yeah,
no, but he's not. But they undid his being a mutant.
Yeah.
They basically his own power set made him think that he was a mutant. Therefore, it manifested. But then it became when they had the whole Krakoa stuff, he couldn't pass through. It was found out that he wasn't actually really a mutant.
Yeah, they jumped the shark on that one.
Did they? Maybe they. I don't know the timing of it, but did they do that maybe to make sure that the Fox universe didn't have access to that character because they had access to everything that was mutants, similar to Miss Marvel?
I don't know.
Well, they had the Fantastic Four anyway, right?
He got nerfed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got nerfed.
He doesn't have a Plex Galactus anymore.
Well, his power set's been unstable and everything since he brought the entire universe back into existence type stuff. So,
yeah. Omega.
Fantastic Four 6 has the best smell ever.
That's a deep cut, Bobby. Good for you, buddy. That's great. That's how we save the show. Bobby DeLaGhetto for the win. All right, what's next?
Well, this one, Chris actually mentioned it earlier. Yeah, I did get one.
Holy shitesy! Hold on.
Yeah! Yeah!
Yes.
7.5. Look at you, big boy.
Yes.
This was my first, only, and probably last ever purchase off of Elite 11. No, there was nothing wrong with the purchase off Elite 11. I just can't drop that kind of money.
Right. Yeah. These aren't things you can do every day, especially, I mean, a 7.5 copy. I mean, we know that a low grade is over 4 figures. So 7.5 is definitely a big boy book. So wow, that's impressive. This for the second most important X-Men book in history.
Don't fight, guys. Yeah, I had it in my mind that I wanted to get something between a 5 and a 6, and I had a budget for it. And then they popped up an ad for a 7.5, which was right in my budget. I'm like, claim? How does this work? Claim?
Yeah. Matt brings up a good point that he needs to smoke after that one. So here you go, Matt.
Smoke if you got him.
What Chuck said there is true as well. Richard's doing it all by himself, stimulating the economy. Oh, congratulations, Richard. I'm sure that was a holy grail for a very long time. Good for you.
You know what really kicks me in the butt is I wanted to buy this book when I first got into collecting, but there was no way I was going to drop $75 on a comic book.
Right?
Who knew?
Who knew?
You know, I've got an early 80s price guide, which shows the second appearance of Dazzler being like $1.50 and the first appearance of the Jackal being $1.25. And at that point, that book was already 7 years old. So
it's the second, but that's okay. You can't have Giant without issue 1. So if there's no issue 1, there's no Giant size. It's just a matter of facts. No matter what Canada wants to try to tell you. All right. I'm right. That was the last one, right?
I have one more.
One more. Whoa. All right, then. Here you go.
We are
sorry.
I don't have the clip here, so I'll just do my best impersonation. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No problem. Now I will say in advance, this is not in a slab. It can't be slabbed.
All right, well then never mind that.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. The giveaway.
Rich, because you're extremely generous to Comics Curing Cancer, I will allow it.
I don't think you're going to have a problem with this. I think that you're going to smile at this. Okay. And the day that I got this was the day that I texted you saying, I'm ready for the show.
Okay.
Okay. So you asked me, how many things did I get for the show? Let me reach over here so I can pull that up.
Oh, look at this. Look at this guy. We got somebody who promised us a tattoo, has yet to deliver. Yet another man who actually never promised us one did deliver. take that. Ready for Wednesday. Where the hell are you? Huh? We're still waiting for you. Matter of fact, let's just bring up that clip and remind everybody.
I think I'd be more apt to committing to a tattoo with Nick. And somebody said a tramp stamp. I think I would be more willing to get a tramp stamp, like the C3 logo tramp stamp. So I guess I'll just say that right now. I'll get the C3 logo tramp stamp.
Okay,
at 40,
can we
40K.
hold on a second? Can we hold on?
You heard it here first. Tyler's gonna get the C3 tramp stamp if we hit 40K.
So there we go. We are owed. Remind everybody. Remind him that we are owed a freaking tattoo. Rich, you didn't sub in for him. This is just to show him.
Oh no, and that
his ass
it's
out.
not going back there either. So
well, no, you shouldn't have to. You didn't make that bet. Holy cow. Let's freaking go. Absolutely $2 super chat from Legion of Comics showing his endorsement. Loving you there with that. We'll have to make sure we get approval from DJ who did the art to no, I'm just kidding. Let's see where I need to find my media files for this one here. Let's find for this super chat. Here we go.
That's the first time I ever asked for anything I really wanted.
That's right. It's never happened yet, Tyler. It's been 2 years. He owes us a double tramp stamps now. Team Hoa did it. It's your turn now, Tyler. Hashtag tramp stamp. Let it know that Tyler needs to do it now. Absolutely. Tramp stamps for Tyler.
See,
yeah.
I'm thinking like we could try to figure out what our goal is for this year. I think you said it was 50,000, and they could do like a Rosie the Riveter type of thing, saying like we can do it.
Well, we definitely need to get it. If nothing else, we need to get a picture of you with that, so we can make something where we calling out Tyler and his past Oda stuff.
Absolutely,
that is definitely owed to us. That is phenomenal. See, I'm glad I allowed that. That's phenomenal, sir. Thank you so much. Holy cow! Talk about commitment. Woo! Even I haven't done that yet.
And Rob's a smorgasbord for tattoos. If you ever meet Rob,
I'm done. After this last one, I'm done. You know what? I learned really fast, especially since the last one I did was on one of my legs. Yeah, it's true with diabetes. You don't heal quite like you used to. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
All right, guys, it's gonna be time for us to do another giveaway, but before we do that giveaway, I do want to make sure that we call out and thank all the Goon Squad members contributing here every single month to Comics Curing Cancer. Let me turn off this banner. Let's go back here. Let's turn this on and say thank you very much to Dale Suspense, DJ Links, Dr. Von Hoot, Legion of Comics, Stephen C., Justin Birch, Circumstances, The Comic Vet, Austin LeMay, Mad Spidey, Collecting with Durs, Chuck Hensey, Lone Eagle, Deadman, Anachronic Comics, Colossus Collector, Team Ohana, still only 35 cents, Cliff on Comics, Bearded Comic Bro, Never Could Figure It Out, Daymares, The Adventurous Joe, Valenrook, Ronnie Johnson, The Comics on the Edge, Omnibo, 1063 Comics, Silver Eagles, and Jay Knows the Way. Thank you guys all so much for your continued support of Comics Curing Cancer. And with that, let me throw up our hashtag giveaway. And surprise, it's actually not Comics Curing Cancer. It is OnlySlabs because I had already prepped before all that. Otherwise, we probably would have gone with the Comics Curing Cancer. But by all means, yeah, pay up Tyler. 100%. So get that hashtag OnlySlabs in there. Your chance to get 6 pulls from the giveaway box. While we're doing that, I'll let you know on my channel. We did start on Thursday, started a show, the now Only My Slabs. A lot of people had been asking what's in my collection, and I realized that Slab Hub Volume Series 1 was quite some time ago now, as we're coming up on our 200th episode pretty soon. So,
wow.
yeah, let's just we'll kick it off, and anywhere from 10 to 15 comics, depending what it is. I'm going to try to keep the episode. I want the episodes only be about 10 to 15 minutes long, but we'll go through my books, what's in my collection. But Monday's mail call, I went back to Whatnot, and wow, that's Monday's mail call. Next week, I forgot to put the graphic up on who's joining us next week. I forgot to upload that. I'll do that here in a moment. Let's just where am I? Now I'm all discombobulated.
Thank you to TJ. Flash by Night Comics dropping the $5 super chat saying between the goons and the giveaways, we appreciate that for Comics Curing Cancer. TJ, you're the best. Even though you were a little late today. We appreciate
Go ahead and give him a video.
All right. I like this one.
That's the first time I ever asked for anything I really wanted.
And well, that's going on. Thank you very much, Chris, for handling that for me. Well, I got this uploaded to say next week we'll be joined for episode 193 with Chuck Hensey as he comes back to OnlySlabs. So for that, and then of course the week after that will be MJ Comics.
Great.
So we got a great lineup getting us to Heroes Con, and then it's just going to continue on. All right, we got 72 out of 84. We do ship internationally, so if you've been thinking maybe I shouldn't hit this hashtag because I'm not gonna, if I win, I'm not gonna get my books, you're wrong. I ship anywhere. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, round it around to where she goes, where she stops. Well, the internet knows. This winner of the second giveaway is boom, the Mad Respect. Congratulations. All right. Who was our first winner?
Joffrey Castro.
Thank you. I forgot to write it down. I gotta just Joffrey. All right. The Mad Respect, congratulations. I know I've sent you stuff before, but I don't remember your name. So just ping me on Instagram and remind me, say, hey, this is me. All right. Let's go ahead. Chris, you're going to pull the books. Can I do it this way? Yeah, but I don't know. All right, Chris, you know the routine. Let's pull some books.
3 from the front, 3 from the back. Are we doing 6 books this week, Rob?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's let it ride. Stop. And those 2 books, your finger splits. Stop. And those 2 books, your finger splits. See Mr. Comics 89 saying, hoping to win one more time before I deploy in 2 weeks. Godspeed to you, my brother.
All right. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Hey, no, let's not bring. Let's not do that.
All right. Chris, here's what you have pulled for the Mad Respect. But first up, how many times look this right? Well, because I don't know what I'm pulling as I pull them out. It's like, oh my goodness, that's right. I know the book. I know what books are in there, but I'm surprised sometimes what gets pulled in one set of pulls. We start off with Thor. Thor issue 308.
Yeah, we're getting away. Yeah.
Snow giants walking the earth. We've got ourselves some 15-cent Neil Adams Superman at the Gates of Hell.
Why? This is mystery box books. Like, why you get?
It's a mystery.
just to carry on our theme from like earlier today, we get ourselves some Adam Hughes.
Now that's a nice book. That's a nice giveaway book. Rob, what's the issue number on that Catwoman? Did I see
that is 77?
Okay. Adam Hughes had quite the excellent run of coverage for Catwoman.
We get ourselves the origin of the New Warriors in New Warriors issue number 1.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention the co-host that subs in for me sometimes, Beckerman.
Yeah,
He's a big
official understudy.
A big fan of those.
I'm not sure which one of these. It doesn't really matter which order I show these in. Either way, here we go. Continuing again, themes from earlier in the show today. I mentioned this book, and then it gets pulled. Invaders, issue number 1.
Yep.
Absolutely phenomenal cover unto its own right.
I don't know why we're giving away Invaders 1.
Because we're also giving away Thor issue 133, the first appearance of Ego, the living planet.
Yep.
Oh, and boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah, I'm so fed up with this damn show sometimes. You know.
Mad respect. Congratulations, great set of books going on out to you, everybody. What the effing hell, everybody, make sure you tune in again next week. We'll do this again. We'll give away some more crazy ass books. If you've been watching the videos of what I've been acquiring, we have stacks of Silver Age books here. I mean, sub 50 Submariners, sub 20 or sub 30 X-Men books. And as you'll see on Monday, I picked up some more early Silver Age books for another Marvel franchise. So
Jungle Action too, Rob. I'm sure Jungle.
Oh
Action.
yeah, I did get some Jungle Action books.
Jungle Action, just because he knows. Yeah, never mind.
That's some of that.
Yeah, wrap up. Yeah, let's just go.
Rob, you and your ego.
Yeah,
I like where you went there. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for coming out. Rich, again, thank you so much for coming on out to the show and for your generosity for Comics Curing Cancer and literally wearing it on your sleeve. Everybody, thank you so much for coming on out. Make sure that you collect what you want and don't listen to any of us, especially me. So I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.